everyone, I'm Michelle with Designs by JuJu, and in today's video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to stitch the Snowman Stocking from the In the Hoop Penguin and Snowman Stockings collection. In addition to the Penguin and Snowman set, there is also an In the Hoop Rudolph and Santa set available. Both will be linked in the description box below. Each of the stockings is available in 8 sizes, all the way from a 5x7 to an 11.5 by 18-inch hoop size. Most of the stockings are made in 2 hoopings, with the exception of the Rudolph stocking, which is made in 3. In today's tutorial, I will be showing you each of those hoopings and what supplies and stabilizer is needed. So let's grab those supplies and let's get started. For the In the Hoop Snowman Stocking, you will need the following supplies: fabric cut according to the supply list listed within your PDF download, felt, 2 types of embroidery stabilizer. I will be using tearEZ tearaway embroidery stabilizer for the first hooping, which is the main stocking. And then you will also need some wash away embroidery stabilizer. I will be using magicMELT wash away embroidery stabilizer for the accessory hoopings. That includes the scarf and the hat. Both of these products are from Designs by JuJu Plus. A small piece of ribbon to hang your stocking with. Batting, I will be using loftySOFT batting from Designs by JuJu Plus, embroidery thread, and some coordinating bobbins. And lastly, some finishing supplies, including curved tip applique scissors, pinking shears or scallop tip scissors, some water and a Q-tip to clean up your wash away stabilizer, and either some Fabri-Tac, some type of fabric glue, or a sewing machine to attach your accessory pieces to your stocking. So let's head over to the embroidery machine and let's get stitching. All right, we are over at my embroidery machine and I'm going to be running the 6x10 size for today's tutorial. So I already have my Snowman Stocking base loaded onto my embroidery machine. So I'm going to run the first step, which is going to be the placement line for my felt. I went ahead and brought my hoop over to my table so I could show you what the next step is. So now you're going to take that piece of ribbon that we had earlier in our supply list, and you are going to fold it and place the raw edges inside of the stocking. So here's the raw edges. I'm just going to secure this ribbon down with some paper medical tape. So decide how much of your ribbon loop you want, and then tape it in place. And remember, you want the loop on the outside of the stitch line and the raw edges on the inside. And then I'm going to take this over to my embroidery machine and run the tack down stitch to secure that ribbon in place. Now that I've got that ribbon secured, I'm just going to gently remove that paper medical tape. Now that I've removed that excess tape, next I'm going to trim away some of this excess ribbon. And I am going to place my first piece of felt directly on top of those placement stitches. And I'm going to take this over to my embroidery machine to run the tack down stitch to secure my felt in place. Now that I've tacked down my felt, the next stitch is going to be the placement line for my snowman fabric. Do not trim your felt at this time. Keep it long around all of the seams. Next, I'm going to place my snowman fabric directly on top of that lower portion over the entire placement stitches that I just ran, and I'm going to run the tack down to secure this fabric in place. I do have fuseEZ fusible interfacing from Designs by JuJu Plus fused to the back of this background fabric just to help with the density and to reduce puckering as I go to stitch the snowman cheeks and the other detail stitching on this project. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and run that tack down and we'll be ready for the next step. Next, I'm going to remove my embroidery hoop from my machine and I'm going to trim away the excess fabric for this snowman fabric that I just tacked down. I've just trimmed away that excess fabric. Next, we're ready to run the placement line for our flip and stitch hat. So I'm going to go ahead and run that and then I'll show you how we add that fabric. I wanted to show you the placement stitch that we just ran. So here, this outer edge is the tack down stitch for our snowman fabric, and that stitch that's right below is the placement line for our flip and stitch fabric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fabric that I plan to use for the stocking cap, and I'm going to position it right side facing down, leaving about 1/4 inch overhang. And then I'm going to take this back to my embroidery machine to run the tack down stitch right here to secure this fabric in place. I've just run the tack down to stitch that fabric in place. So now I'm going to flip it up, and the next stitch is going to be the tack down to secure the stocking fabric in place. I've just run the tack down stitch to secure that fabric in place, and I also went ahead and trimmed away the excess around that outer stitch line. So the next few stitches are all of the applique elements and detail stitching for the face. So we're going to head back over to the embroidery machine to run those stitches. If you are stitching the penguin, the Santa, or the reindeer, your stitch steps might be a little different than the snowman. Just reference your color chart included with your purchase to see which stitch steps you are stitching next. Now that I have all of my applique work done for my face detailing, I'm going to go ahead and run the next few stitches, which will stitch the details for the face, the nose, and the buttons. Then we'll check back in once those stitch steps are complete. Now that I have all of my detail stitching complete, I'm ready to flip to the back side of my hoop. And again, make sure to reference the color chart included with your purchase to make sure you are on the same stitch step that I am for the stocking that you are creating. So we are ready to go ahead and add our liner, and we add the liner after all of the face detail stitching is complete. So again, make sure you reference your color chart to make sure you're on the right step. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our liner fabric right side facing up directly on the back side of our hoop. I'm just going to position it right here, and I am going to tape, again, using some paper medical tape to secure it in place so that it doesn't wiggle while it's stitching. And I'm going to take it back over to the embroidery machine to run the tack down stitch to secure this fabric in place. I've just tacked down the liner fabric and I trimmed away the excess. So now we're ready to load our hoop back onto our embroidery machine, and we're going to be running the satin stitches for the snowman body, as well as the satin stitch detailing around the top portion of the snowman hat. So I'm going to run both of those stitches and we'll be ready to add our final piece of fabric, and this stocking will be complete. Now that I have my satin stitching complete, I'm ready to flip to the back side of my hoop. And I'm going to grab my final piece of felt for this stocking, and I'm going to place it directly on top of the back side of my hoop here. And I'm going to tape it in place again with some paper medical tape. And next I'm going to take this back over to my embroidery machine to run the final tack down stitch. If you would like your bobbin thread to coordinate with your top thread, make sure to go ahead and change to that coordinating thread color, and we'll go ahead and run that final stitch. And there we go. Our stocking is completed stitching. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my hoop from my machine, and let's head over to the work table. We are back over at the work table, and the first thing I need to do is go ahead and remove my project from my hoop. Next, I am going to tear away all of this excess tearAway stabilizer. Next, I'm going to be using some scallop edge shears for mine. You could use some pinking shears, or you could also use some straight edge scissors to trim your stocking. And I'm going to trim all the way around the outside edge of the stocking. Now, before you do that, remember this little tab that we added earlier to hang our stocking. So do not cut your tab. Make sure you know where it's at. I'm going to start across the top first. And then when I get to the side with my tab, I am going to fold my back fabric with my tab out of the way like that. And I'm just going to trim the top fabric first. And then I'm going to move it out of the way. And then I'll fold my tab forward, and then I can keep going. So as you can see, we've got the top portion of our stocking, our back felt, and then of course it's aligned right here along the front portion of the stocking. So I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side, and we'll be ready to stitch our accessories, including our hat and our scarf for our snowman stocking. We are back over at the embroidery machine, and we are ready to do our second hooping for our snowman stocking, which is going to be the scarf and the hat accessories. So I'm ready to go ahead and run my first stitch, which will be the placement line for my hat batting. Next, I'm going to place my batting directly on top of those placement stitches, and I'm using loftySOFT batting. I'm going to run the tack down stitch to secure that batting in place. Next, I'm going to trim away the excess batting right outside of the tack down stitches. The next stitch is going to be the placement line for my first hat fabric. Next, I'm going to place my fabric directly on top, and I'm going to run the tack down stitch to secure my fabric in place. Next, I'm going to remove my hoop from my embroidery machine and trim away that excess fabric right outside of the tack down stitch. I'll repeat those same steps for the little pom-pom fabric for the hat. Now that I have both of the applique fabrics for the hat complete, I'm going to flip to the back side of my hoop, and I'm going to place a piece of background fabric on the back side to cover the entire hat. You will see some of this fabric peek over the edge on the back side of your stocking. So I'm going to be using a coordinating fabric. You could use white. It just depends how you plan to hang and utilize your stockings and whether or not you think the backside will be seen at all. So I'm just going to tape to secure my fabric in place. And I'm going to take it back over to my embroidery machine to run the tack down stitch to secure this backing fabric in place. Now that I have my backing fabric tacked down, I went ahead and trimmed away the excess. So the final step for this accessory is to load it back onto my embroidery machine and run the satin detail stitching. So I'm going to go ahead and run those stitches, and then I'll show you what we're left with. If you would like to change to a coordinating bobbin thread, now is the time to do that. I have my first accessory complete. So as you can see, here's my matching bobbin thread. It looks really nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish the other two accessories within this hooping, following the exact same steps, and then I'll show you what we're left with. Now that I have all of my accessories stitched, my background fabrics on them all, so I'm ready to go ahead and remove them from my hoop. Next, I'm going to trim away all of the excess stabilizer using some scissors. I want to get as close to the stitch line as possible, but do not actually cut the stitches. Now that I have all of the excess stabilizer trimmed away, I'm going to use a Q-tip and some water to remove that remaining excess stabilizer. You could also use a little water pen like this. I nabbed this out of one of my daughter's play toys, and it works great also. You're just going to go along the edge to remove all of that excess stabilizer, and then we'll be ready to finish our stockings. Once you have your pieces cleaned up, we're going to add them to our stocking. There are some options for how you can attach these to your stocking. I'm going to be using some Fabri-Tac permanent fabric adhesive. There's other adhesives you can use as well, or you can sew them on. It's totally personal preference. But all you're going to do is first you want to lay out your pieces, and then you are going to apply your adhesive to the backs and secure them onto your stocking. And there we go. I've just glued on all of my accessory pieces. So as you can see, I have the snowman from the In the Hoop Penguin and Snowman Stocking set. And I also have the reindeer from the In the Hoop Santa and Rudolph stocking set. So both of these are so cute. Both of these are made in the 6x10 size, and they are going to be so fun to add any little things in this holiday season. We just completed stitching the 6x10 Snowman Stocking. On camera, you saw me stitch the first hooping, which was the stocking base. Additionally, we stitched the second hooping, which was all of the accessories. Finally, I showed you how easy it is to assemble this stocking using some fabric adhesive, but a sewing machine or hand stitching could be used as well. Not only do I have the adorable little snowman stocking here, but I also stitched the Rudolph stocking as well. Both of these again were stitched in the 6x10 size. Remember, the snowman comes with the penguin set and the Rudolph goes with the Santa set. Both will be linked in the description box below. I hope you have enjoyed today's tutorial. Don't forget to check the description box below for additional helpful links. Also, make sure to join the Designs by JuJu Blessings Facebook group for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. We hope to see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy stitching!